my gosh. First, as in, the first few months of my training was so bad, as in, even in the conditioning part. Like it was so bad. Like my whole team, kunwari magsisprint kami together. It would be like this, the team, and then that's me trailing behind. As in, sobrang layo ko. As in, it was so halata na I was out of
Mm.
shape and out of condition. Then I would lift the lightest weight kasi hindi talaga ako marunong mag-weights noon. And basta it showed, it was so obvious that I was so out of shape and everything, and I wasn't ready. And then I actually joined a tournament, a small tournament in Singapore when I got back in July. And I lost to someone who wasn't good. And I was like, tinitingnan ko na yung mga kalaban ko for SEA Games. Tapos sobrang galing nila. Like, world champion din yung kalaban ko sa finals in her junior year.
Mm.
And nag-silver siya sa Asia. So I'm like, these are big people, all of them.
Mm.
And ako, natalo sa Singapore na hindi naman magaling and hindi kilala yung girl. And I was so out of shape. I think it was just like the consistency and believing in the coach. Like we have a good coach, Coach Okay Arpa from Turkey. And coming from Turkey and Turkey being a very good country in karate, parang ang dami niyang nasi-share na information with us, like strategy and everything. So I just tried to internalize that and really learn it and put it into my heart, into my system, really understand what he was trying to say and apply it. And then that with doing the everyday training, doing extra because I know I needed to, like magsistay ako after training and I'm gonna go a lot earlier just so I can catch up on what I lacked. And buti na lang, like for the first 12 years of my life, of my karate life, medyo nare-retain pa naman like the instincts throwing the right technique. So kahit na yung conditioning is not there, at least the karate mindset, karate IQ is still kind of there. And I'm still concentrated on trying to learn new things, new information. And then just nag-align talaga everything for me on the SEA Games na nanalo. And I think the exposure, and I had a few tournaments before the SEA Games. Like in Turkey, I had two tournaments, Singapore, one tournament. So those things, I learned a lot and I really focused on putting it into the SEA Games and it paid off.
Yeah. Wasn't there a point where you were physically drained na rin? Because you said that you worked extra hard compared to the others because you were lacking behind. And you mentioned nga na
Mm-hmm.
yun, you joined other tournaments also, and parang ang dami, like you've been talking lang about it for a few
Yeah.
minutes, pero I feel like ang dami mong ginawa in a short span of time.
Mm-hmm.
Pero yun, paano mo
Mm-hmm.
na-overcome yun? Like, there was siguro naman meron time na talagang napagod na rin yung body mo. Pero
Oh,
talagang
yeah.
yung mindset mo ba na to keep pushing was to get that gold? You really just wanted the gold?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Exactly. It's so tiring, especially like the shift pa na 4 years of not moving too much, like just a little jogging and a little conditioning. And then boom, national team na super twice a day, tapos heavy weights talaga. And then like fighting each other, receiving punches and kicks. Parang it's so overwhelming, the shift pa. And then that was I went back to national team training the day after I graduated. So parang ganun talaga yung shift niya. Wala man lang downtime because I had no time to relax. It's 5 months nga lang. And I think it was just like the sheer determination I wanted to win the SEA Games gold. And it was, yun lang yung nagdadala sa akin. But I really, really was exhausted. And it showed because like right after the SEA Games, like 2 days after the SEA Games, nagkasakit ako for 1 month na parang iba-iba. So I had sore throat, I had
Mm.
lagnat, sipon, ubo for a month na tuloy-tuloy. So parang nag-catch up talaga yung lahat ng pagod and sakit ng katawan ko after the SEA Games. And I'm just glad na it held off until then na hindi siya bumigay before SEA Games. So I really was exhausted and it was just how much I wanted it that pushed me there.
Yeah, you also mentioned nga that you really wanted it with sheer determination. And your dad also, I believe, won medals when he was a basketball player before in the 80s yata or 80s, I think. And you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned also that yun nga, support system super important to you, especially no at a young age. So yun, dun din ba nanggagaling or dun mo rin napupulot yung nga, yung determination or yung zeal or desire mo to want that gold medal? Syempre, para, you also get a gold like how your dad got it when he was playing basketball.
Oh yeah, just like how idol ko si mom, like I wanted to si mom now. I also wanted to be like my dad, who wanted to be the best athlete ever. So I think he is my role model, and I saw how he worked and how much nagpakamatay siya for the ball. As in, he would like really jump and bala na kung ma-injure siya. Pero basta mapanalo niya yung team niya. I think that is what I got from him. Namana ko sa kanya or nakita ko sa kanya and I got it consciously. Basta I'm just grateful that I had him as a role model and I got this attitude, this fighting spirit because of him.
Yeah, that's a great inspiration for you. It's like one of the best TVA players, and sayang lang talaga that he also got injured during the span of his career. Kasi tingin ko kung hindi siya na-injured, he would have been better pa rin talaga. And kilala na siya as one of the best and na-injure pa siya. So what more, diba, kung hindi na-hinder yung success niya with the injuries. And syempre, as you're the daughter of him, parang, you know, yung legacy niya pa rin, mga mapupulot mo rin from him as his dad. Parang it's a really great inspiration also for the young athletes and even anyone that, you know, wants to emulate their idols, like your idols or like your parents. So it's great to hear also from you. Yeah. Going into the SEA Games mismo, yeah, we hosted it. So that's a great thing for all the athletes here, that the home crowd was behind them the whole tournament. But for you, how did you feel? Were you like confident in the day of the competition or a few days before the competition? And kasi alam mo rin, yung home crowd was there to support you.
Oh, actually, so exactly 2 weeks before our SEA Games fight, we had like this test event na parang mini competition between the players. And I lost. I got the silver to my teammate. And my mom was like panicking internally and she wasn't telling me that she was panicking. But she was like, oh my gosh, 2 weeks na lang SEA Games na. And natalo pa. Oh my God, wala nang redo yung SEA Games. And I could just feel na she was nervous. But I was like, no, I know what I did wrong. And I got this. Parang she was thinking I was a little too confident na coming in. But honestly, I was just really internalizing what went wrong and that it was so adjustable na kaya ko namang i-adjust yun. And so going into the SEA Games, you really have to come in confident. Like ready or not ready. Like finish or not finish, pass your papers. Parang kailangan you're confident with what you've done or not. Pero I believe naman that I did everything I could for the SEA Games naman. So I came in there like prepared and confident na mananalo ko. And I really came there to win the gold, not just a silver or not a bronze, but really the gold. So hindi pa tapos yung laban just because I got into the finals. I knew na I had to finish the job with the gold. And so coming in there, I was ready and nagawa ko nga. Like despite it being like a miracle kasi yung world champion nga yung kalaban ko and I stopped for 4 years. So that mindset to me was really important and it helped me win the gold.
Yeah, yun nga, since world champion siya, for you naman, ano yung talagang parang factor kung bakit nga nanalo ka? Was it more of like yun nga yung desire mo, or did you do something like a tactic or a technique or a strategy that you did in order to offend the opponent?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been reviewing her for so long, like for the past 2 months before SEA Games. I was really reviewing her because I knew that she was the toughest competitor to beat because her being the world champion and she just got the silver sa Asian Champs. I knew that it was her na siguro yung finals ko, and it happened. And so during the competitions, she adjusted her game. So like all of the reviews that I did, nawala siya kasi iba yung ginawa niya. So nag-adjust din siya. And we were just really patient with each other. And I think her strategy was to be patient, like to wait for me to attack, and then she had the prepared counter. But I was also patient, so we were very patient people, and it's hard because it's so easy in karate to be impatient and just throw kahit mali yung timing, and even if it's wrong. But we weren't. So parang it was tied 1-1, and there was only like 20 seconds left. And I did a body punch. And I think she was expecting a head punch because that's what I've been doing for the entire competition. And actually, this is the help of my teammate. His name is Alwin Batikan. And he's my training partner too. And so when I do extra, he'd help me out. And he actually shouted like, Chudan, which means like the body punch. And it instantly hit me na parang, yeah, that's right. And so I did I did the body punch. And nag-score ako. So that put me in the lead 2-1 for 20 seconds. So all I had to do was what I learned from my loss to Rome because I was also in the lead and then I didn't take care of it properly. But I learned 2 weeks before na I should protect it by like being defensive and not trying. So nanalo ko 2-1 and it was just so happy for me since then.
Yeah. So yun nga, you said nga that you won and you were, yun nga, nag-pay off yung patience mo and yung whole training mo for how many months yun? Like half a year na talagang buwis buhay na talaga and you gave your all. So how was the feeling naman yun? I saw yung pictures na yung talagang sobrang saya mo na nag-gold ka finally for the Philippines. How was the whole feeling when it, na-absorb mo na ba yung parang magiging masaya? How many days did it take?
Yeah.
How was it?
Oh, you don't know how long. As in, parang that moment, I was so shocked because I thought na parang sobrang naman akong swerte kung 2019 mag-gold ako ng SEA Games and summa cum laude. Like honestly, I thought na parang the odds of that happening are parang not very high. So I thought na, oh my God, I can't believe it happened. Na parang sobrang 5 months lang ako nag-prepare. Tapos yung kalaban ko, sobrang galing. Tapos nanalo ako. But I was so overwhelmed na parang it was possible. Because even my teammates, parang only one girl won the gold before me. And I was on the last day na. And all of my teammates are so good. And they've been in the team for so long. Ang dami na nilang experience na SEA Games. At wala pa rin gold for the longest time. So I'm like, parang mahirap nga talaga ang mag-gold sa karate sa SEA Games. Pero it happened. And it was so obvious, like looking at the both of us, me and my opponent, it looks like she's more conditioned, like she's faster, she's more experienced. Pero nanalo ko with this strategy lang. So parang sobrang overwhelmed ako and I was just so grateful for that year, for the support of my family. So I offered it to my mom and my dad, for the country. And that's why nung awarding na and nag-play yung Lupang Hinirang, I was so emotional na hindi ko na-stop yung tears ko because when I start crying, parang tuloy-tuloy na siya. And that was just so much to me.